What's up, fellow Lords of Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Fight. So today we're going to jump right on in. We've got the January update sneak peek, the mid-month for number 3, and the January update sneak peek number 4 for the mid-month. And it's looking like it's going to be an across the multiverse, or rather, across the Spider-Verse bonanza. So along with getting Miles Morales as a tier 3 and a uniform, which I don't think many of us expected with the upcoming movie in June, July, sometime this summer, we did get confirmation that we are going to get new characters. So let's take a look at this, or new uniforms for some characters. So let's take a look at this. So over on the forums, this is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Intel shows that Spider-Men across the multiverse are gaining new powers. Both these Spider-Men who have found themselves challenged by their identity find strength in their confusion. So this is really interesting, and we'll take a look at this right over here real quick. Let's watch this on YouTube. So we get images for Chasm. If you're not aware of whom Chasm is, this is Ben O'Reilly, the Peter Parker clone. And then we get images here for Arachnite. Arachnite is, I guess you can call him an amalgam. He came from the Infinity Warps time. Like we got, what was her, the Hex Wolverine or whatever. I can't remember what her name was. At the time, she was really popular in the game, but from the Infinity Warps, we had Arachnite, and then we had Ben Reilly. Now, Ben Reilly basically turned villain in the comics, and basically became known as Chasm, and he's been peeping up to kill Peter Parker or take his soul or something of the sorts right there. So this is interesting that we've got these characters, but I think the more interesting update that we're receiving is the sneak peek number 4, which I think most people will be extremely excited about. I knew this was coming because it only made sense, but let's take a look at this anyway. So sneak peek number 4. Greetings, CM. Greetings. This is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. This superhero from Queens is back with style. Check out the new responsibilities of this superhero who has gained even more power. We will announce more information through the upcoming patch details, so we're not getting any more, but let's take a look at this really cool update. Hellcat coming in, right? And here comes the man himself. Now, pay attention to the uniform, because if you notice, the uniform pretty much looks simplistic in design, and it's got that even old school look to it. I think this is going to be somewhat similar to the Iron Man, where we get a back to basics uniform for Spider-Man. But who did not see this coming? I preached this when we got the update from Miles Morales, especially because of Miles's, I think it was obvious to most people, right? Miles basically came with a, so let's take a look over here. Miles came with a leadership that got changed, so we can take a look at that character. I want to see his Spider Sense characters over here. So, oops, my bad. Yeah, no, it is all abilities. So there we go, Spider Sense. So Miles, with his new uniform, the Spider-Man Anniversary Special, came with a new leadership ability, right? So his new leadership, instead of him boosting up Carnage or, you know, helping out the symbiotes, he is now helping out Spider-Man. So it applies to Spider-Man. It didn't apply to him, and increase all basic attacks by 70%. This is really phenomenal for him, because that basically Miles is good enough as he is to stand on his own as a character. A damage dealer and a leadership and support. So this is going to make his value even more noteworthy. Now, if we were to look at some of the other 2 characters that we were getting, which is like Arachnite and Ben O'Reilly, it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Ben O'Reilly specifically, because his passive, Assault of the Spider Army, gives all Spider Sense ability characters increase in basic damage for super villains and increased basic damage dealt to superheroes, as well as a skill damage increase. If this keeps, it'll be really cool to see, you know, Ben O'Reilly basically in support role, and you know, Miles in leadership, and then Spider-Man in a dealer role. So that would be really cool. Now, notice that this is the first uniform that we've even gotten for Ben O'Reilly, and taking a look at some of his skills, you'll see that they are very paltry. There wasn't a whole lot on them at all. He had accumulation, which is kind of cool, but Ben wasn't necessarily, you know, shining massively in this game update. So it'll be nice to see him get something. And then Arachnite, he also, I actually loved the character when he came out with the Infinity Warps, and I used him quite a bit. But you can tell that this is his first uniform as well, and his skills also. Now, Arachnite sits on the outside because none of his passives or his leadership are particularly great in any shape, form, or fashion, but nevertheless, he's going to be here. So I'm interested to see if maybe they pass the skills from Ben to Arachnite, or what they're going to do here, because Chasm is essentially a villain, and he's not like keen on helping any of the spider people. So it's kind of weird to see if the passive stays with him, how that's going to work out. But what we've got essentially before the Across the Spider-Verse movie that's going to come out is we've got four characters inside of the Spidey group that basically have updates. Will we see additional Spidey updates for the likes of, you know, Spider-Woman and Silk, and, you know, will we see a 2099 update? I mean, we did get a uniform for 2099, and it was a really sick looking uniform in my opinion. Will we see? I don't know, but it's pretty cool that we've gotten this. I'm just a little nervous about, especially the way they handled the Black Panther movies with Shuri uniform. We still haven't seen anything for Shuri. Like, there's no T4, there's no Black Panther Shuri uniform at all, which is just highly disappointing. I am still like lingering on that one. But will we see Miles get a additional upgrade? If you watch the Across the Spider-Verse trailers, he's not wearing this uniform. So will we see an additional uniform, and will this uniform be obsolete? Or will we get the Black Widow treatment where he got this uniform and then he just gets the T4 later on? Or do they just skip him altogether when the Spider-Verse movie comes out? Kind of hard for me to believe that they would do that, since, you know, you get a chance to get Gwen in there, and I don't know what they intend to do. But right now, because you got Gwen sitting here with the uniform, and while this, you know, uniform is pretty decent for her, I think it's kind of past its prime. So it'd be nice to see Gwen get an additional uniform for the Across the Multiverse. Now, her uniform didn't look like it changed very much in Across the Spider-Verse, but, you know, and this was one of my favorite uniforms that she had. I thought the look was awesome, so maybe it'll come back or something like that. But it'll be interesting to see how they handle it. I am most definitely excited about the addition of Spider-Man in the game. I literally been holding on to this because I said that he was going to probably be one of the first speed characters that I would tier 4, because I thought that he's a character I would actually use. Of all the speed characters that you currently have in the game, besides Quicksilver, which I just couldn't see happening, besides Deadpool, besides, you know, Gwenpool, he was most likely, between him and Luna Snow, was where the speed was going to happen. Now, I did think that, you know, Shuri would have been perfect T4 with the Black Panther movie, and I thought maybe because they were holding out for the Disney Plus or something like that, that's the reason why we didn't get it. Maybe that's still the case, and when the Disney Plus launch happens for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever, we'll then see the T4 for Shuri with the uniform. Hopefully that's it, because right now I think I'm still kind of irked about it, but I am going to T4 Spider-Man. That is 100% without a doubt going to happen. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you're looking forward to the update. I am. Until next time, peace.